Hello, how to be consistent at publishing at least one video a week. The goal is to be able to publish 2 content a week, but at this point I'm struggling to even publish one video a week on a regular basis. And but I set the goal this year to be able to consistently publish one video a week and to consistently record video on a weekly basis so that I can continue improving my video recording skills. And I was able to be able to consistently record video, and I track my video that I'm recording, and I have a lot of videos that I recorded that I have not published. The one that I published are the one in yellow, and I still have video from prior year that I have not published yet. So I'm able to, even though there are video from last year that I have not published here, I'm still recording video on a regular basis in 2024, and I'm trying to batch record video as well so that I can practice and improve on that skill, because that's a skill that I'm interested in, to batch record video. But what I notice is I'm struggling to actually publish a video, and I'm thinking about having a second video a week, but I wanted to be able to publish at least one video a week before I can add one more to it. But since I'm still struggling with at least that one video a week, and we are 10 months in, but for the following year, for next year, I wanted to be able to publish 2 videos a week. I'm thinking maybe I should start trying to see if I can publish 2 videos a week. If I made it some week and some other I didn't, at least I can start working through those struggles to see the challenges that I'm facing before 2025, instead of waiting until 2025 before I will start. And maybe by trying to publish 2 content a week, I might end up publishing at least 1 content a week. So I'm hoping maybe trying to publish 2 might help me meet the first goal of publishing at least 1. So to be able to do that, I had to actually acknowledge the struggle I'm going through. So the challenge is not able to publish 1 content a week consistently. And why? It's easy for me to record videos, but I feel like I don't have enough time to get a video ready to publish sometimes. So how to fix that issue? So determine the necessary step to get a recorded video ready to publish. So I'm trying to see what are the different steps that I go through after I record a video. And file it. What are the different things I like to get done to actually publish the video? So those steps are not the steps that I go through before I record the video, but the steps I will go through after a video is recorded, or when I'm about to publish a video. So I will create B-roll, video or images, and I will edit the video. So editing video is something new in 2024. I have to acknowledge that when I'm not able to publish video consistently, there are still things that I implement in 2024 that is good to post and acknowledge and appreciate that I was able to do it. So I start editing videos in 2024. But again, there are some videos that I publish without editing, but there are videos that I edit. But I start editing video in 2024, and I like to continue so that I can start improving on my editing skills and see the editing styles that work for my personality. So I write blog article for every video that I publish, so that when I publish the video, I publish the article, and then I publish a pin on Pinterest. If I do not do it like that, my website will be behind in blog articles. So in the past, it was the blog that I have before in 2014, and then 2019 we added the YouTube. So, and when I added the YouTube, I did the YouTube without really doing much of the articles. And later, maybe after a year or two, I analyzed both, and I decided that, well, for every video that I'm going to publish, I'll get the article ready so that I can publish the article and then embed the video in the article and use the article as the YouTube description, or a portion of it as a YouTube description, and add the URL of the article in the YouTube video. And that's what I've been doing. But now having the article can be a setback for me to publish the video when the video is ready. So that is one step there. Create video thumbnail, blog, main image, resize article images, and create a pin. So those are things I have to go through, and I have templates for my YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to get one quickly. But even with templates, I can easily spend few hours improving the templates, but it took me days and hours to actually create those templates. And I keep improving on those templates, especially if there is something to improve. And we have them here, and I try to have templates for each category, content category that we create content for. And within each, let me see, I don't know what I published last week. I think it'll be in the business. And within each category, I have subcategories. And when I'm creating a thumbnails, that's the SVG file that I use, but I tend to save it in multiple format, EPS, but I save it as a PNG as well, just for me to just take a look at the different templates that I have there. And for this one, for instance, you can see we have the text, we have the size, those are pins, so they are at the size that the pin will have. We have the thumbnails, the video thumbnail, the YouTube thumbnails, the size, as I believe is 1280 by 720, I'm not sure, but we have those. And then we have the blog, so this will be a blog. I'm not sure, but we have like 3 sizes of blog, but I like to go with 600 by 450. And but yeah, having pin, having video YouTube thumbnail, and having blog templates, that way I'll put the image in it, and I will just click on the templates and just save. That will save what is inside the template and nothing outside of it. But I will create the template to save it as a SVG, so that in Inkscape, a free vector software. I can add things, I can change the color of the text, I can move the text around, but I have the size that things needs to fit in already. That's what I'm calling a template. So that I already have those design, and more specifically for a topic. But if there is a new topic that I don't have it for, then I have to change the text, and I can go, it can take me a while to change the text in every single one of them, and sometimes I'll just change it in few to start with, and I will save it. But I try to just save the template so that next time I know that I already have a template for that subtopic. But it took me a while to get here to have those templates. You can see we have so many subcategories, and each one of those folders have templates in them. But it can take me a few hours to update the template, and at the beginning, every single one of those templates, I could find an issue with it, and then I will change it. Even though the template is ready, it might have an error in the text, or I might decide to change the size of the text, the font, I'm not sure. But yeah, but anyway, I have something to change in there when I'm using it. So I can spend more than an hour creating thumbnails. It's not fast for me, even though I have templates there. It's still not fast, and I like to work on it. I don't like to batch create thumbnails, but when I have thumbnails ready ahead of time, I like it. But I don't like to batch create thumbnails, because I feel like every time I'm working on it, I'm improving on that design, graphic design skill. So convert video thumbnails and block images from PNG to JPEG. Because I work with Inkscape, I will save things, images in PNG, but then I will use paint.net to convert it from PNG to JPEG. So that's another step I'll go through, at least for the YouTube video thumbnails and for the blog articles. And the JPEG, I think, could make the file a little bit smaller, but not always. The PNG in some cases could be lighter than the JPEG version of it sometimes. But for the YouTube video, if it's in PNG, it does not show well. It shows kind of transparent background of it. So I like to turn it into a JPEG so that you can actually show a solid background. But yeah, so those are different things I have to do before I actually publish a video, and I can struggle with time to be able to get all those pieces ready for video every single week. Even though I have a lot of videos in file, those steps are not completed for each one of them, not even close. So steps to create and publish a second content per week. So to be able to publish, because we have multiple content categories, and if I take our content calendar, you can see that we have cooking, stock, finance, we have gardening, we have business. So those are categories, and I'm adding sewing to it. Here we have self-improvement, but sewing is going to be added to it as well, because that's new skills I'm learning this year, and I like to start publishing content related to it so that it can cater to beginners. But if we go to our content map for 2024, we can see our categories. So I believe we have about 5 categories or so. So we have finance, and within finance we have budgeting, investing, and trading. So we have those subcategories. But from finance, we have gardening, and under gardening we have one main category. Yeah, but I mean, sustainable gardening, perennial food garden. But underneath that we have 3 subtopic: mulching, perennial garden, and underneath that we have perennial spices that are focused on this year. I want to pick one subcategory there to focus on, and within that we have existing onion and garlic that are focused on 2024 to create content for. Otherwise, we have mulch, perennial gardening, and then we have fruit gardening. We have cooking, and under cooking is just cooking from scratch to eat healthy and save money. And within that, we have 4 topics: meals to cook from scratch, 1 hour meal, $1 meal to cook from scratch, sourdough starter, kefir. And I created some contents about sourdough starter, but we do have content from 2 years ago on sourdough starter that I'm trying to publish this year. Therefore, I'm not really recording anything. I'm recording things related to cooking, but they are not meant to be published really this year. But just focus on sourdough starter recipe from 2 years that I'm still publishing. And we can see we have a bunch of those that we have now published here, and so far that's all we publish, but we still have a good amount that we have not published sourdough starter related. Well, I'm doing something here. Okay, so let's continue. And we have business. So under business, you have 3 main categories. So business tasks, business management, and create different sources of income. So under tasks, we do have a lot of different tasks, business tasks return from 1061 to S-Corp, return to sole proprietor that I have not published anything on in a while. We have Form 944, W2, W3, Form 940, Form 941, cost of goods sold, how to depreciate a business asset, business activity code, and those are pretty much tasks, content that I like to publish a year, the same content a year, to keep them up to date. So they do by default occupy space on our calendar for things to publish related to them. And under 1040 is usually adjusted gross income. But then we have another category that I added is business management. I think we had it in the list as well. Another business management, we have inventory management. Let's see, we have small business bookkeeping. I think it's a 3 topic. Okay, to create processes to increase productivity. So those are the 3 things there, but I'm focusing on those 2 to create content for in the moment, and when I'm inspired I can create something in that. So business management here, and I have BO, business beneficial ownership information report, that I created content to publish. We have free downloads. But then there is a new one that I added this year, is self-improvement, and I have day in life, self-improvement, self-development. But anyway, work and family life balance. And at this point I'm feeling overwhelmed with my job, and I got inspired to create some content that might fit within those 2 categories. So but yeah, and I have those, but that are the content categories that we create content for. And the reason why I'm sharing that is quite wide. And our goal with our channel is just to share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And that's what we are trying to do. And we are just sharing what we can all learn from what we are doing with you. And we are not doing one thing to reach that goal. I'm generally that person, and I don't focus on one thing. I can multitask, and I'm not doing one thing to reach that goal. I'm doing multiple things in my life to reach that goal, from keeping our expenses low to having a side hustle and trading stocks, cooking from scratch, growing food to save on our groceries and eat some organic food by growing it ourselves. So there are different things that we are doing to be able to reach our financial independence, that I'm not just sharing one side of it, but I'm sharing pretty much what we can all learn from it. So why our why is not quite obvious in every single videos. I'll mention it at the end, but the video is titled to be more descriptive of the content, not why behind it necessarily. So even though our tax videos are the most watched, I just don't create video about taxes, because again, it's more about sharing skills that I know, and pretty much that's the things that I'm working on. That's trying to share those skills for somebody that is trying to learn those things as well, to be knowledgeable of it. And my why is to be able to reach my financial independence, being skilled in a way that I'm marketable. I can market those skills outside of my job, and different things that I can do to earn income outside of my job is what I'm working toward, and that is what I like to share in my video, one way or the other, without being that obvious. But anyway, so it is, I have a lot of categories, and at the same time it allow me not to be bored with my content, because I have a wide range of content to pick from to record video. And because that's something I wanted to do for a long term, that is that. So when I have 5 main categories, and maybe 6 by now, I don't really know, finance and gardening, cooking, business, got split into there. But anyway, 5 main categories, and I have subcategories. But at the beginning of the year or so, a few months before the beginning of the year, I'll try to pick maybe one subcategories underneath each one of those main categories, and pick 1 or 2 topics within each one of those that I wanted to focus on during the year, because I'm creating 1 content a week. That's 52 contents a year. I wanted to pick content from those. So if I have 5 main categories, my just need, and I'm creating 1 content a week, that's 10 like, let's just say I'm creating 52 content a year, 10 months, that's okay. Anyway, let's say 4 content a month, that means each one of those categories I can pick 1 subcategory or 1 topic to focus on, if that makes sense. So within a month, I'll post 1 content for each one of those categories. So I will go wide but not deep in each one of those categories. But over time, we will accumulate a library of information there. So trying to add a second content a week is what I'm working toward, after trying to be consistent at publishing at least 1 content a week. but I'm not there yet, and I'm trying to see maybe if I target 2 content a week, am I able to publish at least one. So to publish 2 content a week, how can I achieve that? So for the second content a week, I'm thinking about picking one category and choose one subcategory within that category and pick maybe 3 subtopics to focus on. And as I was thinking, I wanted to just do it on sewing, but then I think, you know what? I trade stocks on a daily basis almost, so I might just pick trading. That way, what I'm doing can become the content. It might be an easier content for me to create. I'm showing you the idea behind my pick just to inspire you so that you can draw inspiration from it. So I pick a content that I work on, that a content that involves something that I do on a daily basis already for myself. That way it makes it easy for me to create content from it. So, and I pick 3 topics because I do almost those 3 on a daily basis. So I pick finance and I pick swing trading stocks. So I pick 3 subtopics from it, daily chart analysis, and I just did that. I will analyze the chart, and I think I closed those, but I will record transactions for things that are sold during the day, and then I will analyze the chart. So technically I do those 2 things. So analyze the chart on a daily basis and make a journal entry of the trades. But again, the profit made during that day, if I sold things, I can compare how much I bought it and how much I sold it and find the profits. So I put those 3 there so that I do not get bored, but I can keep finding different things to talk about related to it. But since those are at least two things are things that I do on a daily basis, in fact the trade could be added as well, the trade itself, but because I do the trade during my lunchtime, I don't really want to add the video to it because I have like 30 minutes lunchtime and I don't want to do recording during that time. So that is unless I record a day off, it is a day off for me, then I can do the actual trade of the day. But other than that, I just pick those 3 subtopics so that I can find some variety there as well, because again I'm tasker and I like variety there, but I narrow it down to a topic so that it is easy for me to create content, but more so be able to get the article, the thumbnails ready for that content. So by narrow it down to just one topic, swing trading, and narrow it down to those 3, I'll be able to go deep in them. So I didn't show what I'll do before I record video here, because recording video is not an issue for me. It's more what I will do after I record the video that is the issue. I don't dislike it, I just don't have enough time to do them. So therefore I need to simplify the method more. So I pick those 1 question, 1 answer. By trying to have 1 question and 1 answer, I will focus on maybe shorter videos or how to do something, but just trying to answer 1 question per video, making it easier to drill down and cover multiple questions around each subtopic, but creating specific video to answer specific question, and every single one of them a video on its own, properly thorough for the content inside of it. So it will allow me, since my first content of the week allow me to go wide. My second content of the week allow me to go deep in a specific topic until I run out of things to talk there or get out of it, and then I can choose another topic and start the process. But before I even end that, I will start working on the next topic that I will pick as well. But again, by picking those, I'll be able to actually search those terminology to see in Google what people are asking related to the literature analysis, to have, to answer questions related to it. And I have my keyword that I use as well, because I recall those keyword. I like to call them keyword, but they are my title at the same time. I will search them on YouTube, I will search them on Google, and sometimes I will search them on Pinterest, and I will recall what is suggested. So if I go to and I try to do something today, let's just go to that. So if I go back here, and that's something that I will add it to my keyword, but it's easier for me to do keyword research. But it was just on YouTube. I was doing some search for myself and for content that I will create, and I'm trying to see, okay, so how people are searching that, and then okay, so what I saw, I'm trying to think about what I saw this weekend or something like that, and then I tap on YouTube what I saw, and then I have that list of things, and then I screenshot it, and then I paste it in the Word document so that later I can just type it on my content keyword spreadsheets. Let's see here. I think I should have sewing. I have 2 tabs for it, but I could add it to it. But that's how I create my keyword research. What people are asking, what people are searching, and then I will see if I have the answer, the one that I have answers for. I will write those things down. So it's giving me an idea what people are searching. I was looking more for this weekend, but I didn't see it in it. But I find those questions interesting, and I record it, and then I type again what I saw this weekend. But then it gave me some other suggestions as well. So that those suggestions are what I record on my spreadsheet. But a lot of time I do more of that in Google. I will just type Google here, and I'll say, okay, so what I saw, and then it's giving me those things here. So if I saw what I saw this month, and is I can put clothing I saw this month, clothing item to sew, sewing ideas, and I can just click on that, for instance. And what I like to do is I will pay attention to what Google is suggesting to see if I can find things there that is little related to what I'm searching, and then I will write it down on my spreadsheet, and then I will scroll down to people also ask, and I will read it to see which one is related to what I'm searching. So I will start with something that I have in mind, and then I will see, okay, so how people are asking that question, because a lot of time the way I'm phrasing it is not the way people are searching it. So, and then I will try to click and close it, and it will add more to it. When I do that, it will add more to it. More people also ask. You can see how long it became, and then I will read it, and then I will write down the questions that I have answered for and so forth. Can I sew for a living? How to make quick money sewing? You know, I will see what is related to what I know that I can answer, and then I will write them down on my spreadsheet, and I try to sometimes create another that instead of having written on one column, that way I can have like another category. So I'm just going to, so but you get the point. So by doing that, I already have my subcategories, but by focusing on one category, in this case swing trading, and picking daily chart analysis, I'll be able to ask that question and see if I can drill it down to get more specific in it. So if we do for instance, if we do daily chart swing trading analysis, so I'm going to click on this one. It shows me some videos, but I'm going to go to people also ask, and then I'll receive their questions here specifically related to it, and that's how I will be able to drill down, asking question close to the subtopic that I'm focusing on. That is the goal, close to it. That way, one question, one answer, and the more I'm drilling down, the shorter my answers will be, and the more specific the questions will be as well. But at the top is going to be very wide, but then as I'm drilling down, the questions are going to be more specific, and the answers are going to be shorter as well. But and so by drilling down, I'll be able to complete more my spreadsheet with those specific details. So for now, I pick one topic from the analysis. I pick one from returns or gains, and I pick one from record keeping, and those I will tap them in Google so that I can, they are long-term keyword, so that I can see if I can get more specific questions related to them, and then I will tap them on my spreadsheet to the one that I know it is not too astray from what I'm trying to do. But yeah, pick this one as well, and that is, you know, the goal here. By picking those, I'll be able to go deep in one subtopic, and I pick that finance topic to be the one. So one question, one answer, and I'll drill down on each one of them. And now I'm trying to simplify my video editing, so no cutting clips unless to remove sensitive information. Only add b-roll to support point of view when I talk about something and it's not, I'm not showing it right away. Then I can record a b-roll to show that. So, and I'm trying to like have my b-roll very short so that it's easy when I put it in the editing software. I don't have a long clip, like 1 hour clip that I'm looking for something in it to pick. But when I'm recording b-roll, I have to have that in mind. If I'm recording something that I can work with as a video, I need to record some short clips on it if I want to use it as a b-roll, instead of having 1 hour b-roll to find things out of it. So that's something. 1 minute is great, 30 minutes is better. That way it's kind of short on the timeline for me to work with as well. But try not to cut things out of the video and just add more to it to support my arguments. Can allow me to simplify my video. And then I like to show my URL website at the bottom of the video. So if I have some examples here, so I have those ready as well. And for instance, brought to you by, and then I have it like this. I will save it as a JPEG. That way when I'm editing the video, I can just bring it in. So have it ready and have some template at the end of the video. I like to add thank you and have multiple versions of those that I will save each one of them as JPEG as well. That way I have them ready. So if I go back to where we were before, that's that. And the thumbnail. So a thumbnail, I have three parts of it: the text, the image, and my picture. So I had to see what I want to keep consistent. So I can keep two things consistent. I can keep one of my pictures consistent, and my pictures, I don't take it when I'm recording video. A lot of times I do that. I will, because my message at the end of the video, I like to record that before I start recording the video, because a lot of my video are screen recording. I will use my camera to record myself thanking you, and then I can pause few seconds in front of the video to get some, to record myself, that I can, in a video editing tool, I can take a screen, a still shot of, but then I will save it and later I will convert it to now I won't be able to show it here because it's not on this file, but I'll be able to convert that to I'll be able to remove the background. So, and I have those images of myself that I have. So having few on hand to work with, I can keep my image the same. I can keep I can use a blank version of my spreadsheet. I can save it as a PDF and use that in the Inkscape for the image background. I can do a screenshot of the stocks as well. If I will decide what will vary and what will stay the same, to see what can help simplify the thumbnail. Since I picked three subtopics to work with within one content, I'll be able to have a template with text ready for them. And if I had to change some text depending on question that I'm answering, I can do that. Therefore, I can maybe have some design that I will keep. My image will be the same and the text will be the one that will change. So three things that will be the thumbnail. To simplify it, I'm thinking about keeping two the same and change one, but at least I can start like that to make it simpler for me to start, and then if I wanted to improve on it, I can do that. But that is the process I'm setting here. Now the article, I'm thinking about 300 words article, so up to 3 images that will be in it. The question will be the title. In fact, for the video as well, question that I'm going to answer is going to be the title at the same time. So I don't spend more time thinking about the title. The title is the question, is the keyword. Excuse me. So, and then I'll repeat the question and I will answer it, and then I will support with an example and add an image to have that structure for the blog article and go from there. So the narrower the question is, the shorter the answer will be. The straightforward the answer will be, the shorter the article will be as well. And I know that some recommend a long article and things like that, but yeah, and I can have a long article when I'm doing tutorials. But again, writing those articles can take a while to write, and just targeting 300 articles, 300 words articles for that second content is the goal. So I'm trying to have a second content of the week. I'm trying to have a strategy for it that I don't use for my first content, because my first content again is a different content every week, while the second content of the week will be one content, one topic, and therefore multiple things will be a repetition in it, and it will be easy to create templates and easy to just change one or two things in those templates. So that is the goal on that, and I will start to be able to see the pitfall or the drawback or the limitation of this approach, and keep improving on it. And I think simplify, so that way, if there is a week that I didn't get the main content available to publish, maybe the short content of the week might be published, allow me to still publish something that week. But that is the goal, and this is the approach that I'm trying to take to be able to consistently publish weekly. So if you are trying to create a YouTube channel to start publishing content, and you have a lot of responsibility, you have a spouse, you have a household to manage, you have children, you have your job, you have a lot of responsibility, adding one more to it might be challenging, but you just have to see how you can bring it down to your level, how you can simplify it to start, and then build up on it, if that makes sense. So I'm not perfectionist, therefore I like to start something and keep improving on it. So if you are a perfectionist, your strategy will be different from mine, but just know that it's okay to give yourself permission to start, and then keep getting better at it, and don't let that draw you back from starting. If you want to start but you are scared of being consistent at it, you just have to start to see how you can improve it to fit your schedule, to fit your personality, to fit the stage you are in life. And the way I found it to work for me is to be the content. What I'm working on, be the content. So what we can learn from what I'm doing is what I like to share. So it's easier for me to create content about things that I know, and that's what I focus on. I don't create trendy content. I do create seasonal content. Tasks can be seasonal. So I do create seasonal content, but I don't focus too much on trend. I like more evergreen content because I'm trying to build a library of information over time, and having a wide range of topic. I have a long way to go, and again, working on multiple tasks is one thing I like about my job, and I like to make sure in my business I have that. It's very important for me for excuse me, my business to meet all my expectation, because my job cannot meet all my expectation. I don't have I don't know how people call it, a dreamy job. I don't have that image of the best job that I dream of or anything like that, but I just know that what I like in a job cannot meet all those expectations unless I create it myself. Therefore, my business is created in a way to meet all those things that I expect in a job. So if I need a variety of content in my content creation, I will put it there, regardless of what people are saying about choosing a niche to grow. Yes, if you choose one thing to focus on, when you specialize on one thing, you'll go far in it. But if it does not suit your personality, a focus is an ability. Some people have it, some people don't have it. Multitasking is an ability. Some people have it, some people don't. Because when you multitask, there is a strategy to it to be able to actually get your task complete. So they all are abilities, natural abilities, and we all are different. So if you are putting yourself in somebody's shoes, you might reach the result expected, but the real question is, for how long will you be able to keep up with that? Because it does not align with your personality. Therefore, you need to know that. And if you are trying to create a YouTube channel to make a business out of it, to generate income to provide for your family, your strategy will be different from mine as well. Because my strategy doing a lot of things in one on one channel may not give me the growth that people that are focusing on one niche will have. Therefore, I cannot compare my result to them or expect what I'm doing to reach the same result that those people are reaching. I had to be able to understand that with the choice that I made, my growth will be slower, and I'm okay with it. So you have to, depend on what you chose, you have to know the result you might reach with it, and not feel bad that you are now reaching a certain result that other people are reaching if you do not do what they are doing. So you have to be able to understand that, so that you don't get discouraged too early. I prefer to have a channel that I'm not tired of creating content for, even if it's growing slowly but surely, rather than having a content that I'm talking about one thing and one thing only, and I dread posting there. And I know that I cannot manage multiple channels because I have responsibilities, and I do not want to just keep creating one content and one content only. And if I create multiple channels, I'll be able to post on a weekly basis on all of them. So posting on one channel will grow faster than having multiple channels separated by niche, so that I can, focus on all of them and create different content for them. I'll be able to keep up with it, and I don't have any plan of hiring people to do that for me either. So therefore, everything that I wanted to share online are my skills, and I want to put all of that on one channel, even if at first glance they do not align to each other. But it makes sense in my head, and I'm okay with it. But I cannot compare my result to somebody that is focusing on one thing and one thing only. The result they are reaching, they can go far, they can succeed faster. But at least with my strategy, I won't get bored, because I'll always have a topic to create content for. And a different time of the year, I work on different things. And at this time of the year, I'm not working much on taxes. Therefore, I'll create less of tax content, and start sewing quite a bit. Therefore, I have things on sewing I can share. But different time of the year, I do different things. So I won't go out of my way to create a content when I'm creating content about skills that I'm implementing at the moment. I don't know if that makes sense. So, and sometimes when I'm not doing something anymore, I don't like to create content about it. For instance, a few years back, we tried to pay down debts, and I create videos on how to manage your finances, and pay down debt and all those. But at this point, I don't create those videos anymore because we are not at that stage anymore. So if I'm trying to create some finance content at the moment, it's going to be something with no debt related. Therefore, trying to create some content at the beginning of something that I'm doing, I like to do it because it allows me to keep a record of those humble beginning. So I'm sewing now, and I'm new at sewing. Therefore, creating content about sewing will allow me to record those humble beginning that can be easy for a beginner to learn from. Same way as talking about swing trading. I start swing trading in 2024, and recording those videos now will be closer for a beginner than when I'm further down few years in the future. So tracking those humble beginning is kind of important for me, because after I pass that stage, I may not talk about those things, but those early things might be helpful for a beginner to understand. So I'm closer to a beginner, and I can explain it to a beginner than if I'm further down the road in it. I might find certain things too obvious and might brush it off when in some way it matters to somebody else. So, and we are all different, and I don't know, I'm okay having a wide content on my channel, although at first glance they all don't complement each other. It is why I'm doing that matters to me, because it's to be able to reach our financial independence, and different things we are doing to reach that is those different things that we can learn from it that I'm sharing. And but to be able to create content consistently, this is the step that I'm thinking about taking. So thank you so much for watching. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for all your comments, and we thank you very much you all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Growth of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and in asub.com our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways you can save money, and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And if you are thinking whether you should have a YouTube channel or not, I think it's a good thing to have. If you are old, like I'm 46 years old, if you are old, you acquire some knowledge, whether from your job, whether from your life, or whether from past work experience, or from your hobby. You acquire some knowledge that you can share with a younger generation. Therefore, why not sharing your knowledge for people that are willing to learn from you? And with the internet, is easier to reach a wider range of people far from you, teaching them, sharing your life experience with them, and you acquire a lot of knowledge over the years that you may not think that you have something to teach or to share, but you do. So yeah, I will think, if you are thinking about sharing creating a YouTube channel and start creating content, you should start and then just get better at it. Who knows, it could just be your retirement you are preparing. It's not when you retire that you'll actually start thinking about what you'll do when you retire. My husband one time said that when people retire, they do not work. And I said to him that, well, when I retire, that means I don't want to work for somebody else, but I want to work for myself. So having my business in some way is me preparing for my retirement, and I start doing that from the year I start working full time as well. It just takes longer because I have young kids, I have a spouse, I have a house to manage, and I have a job, full-time job. So I'm working on it slowly, and every time kids can do something on their own, that's a little bit time that I have back that I can focus more on my business. So, but I didn't want to wait until I'm ready to start. I have time to do it, but I'm doing it along the way and working around the kids as well, so that they know that it's good to have a job. It's better to have your own business on the side as well, and not to rely on your employer at 100% to put food on your table. That's too much control you are giving to somebody. So, and I'm very independent person by nature. Therefore, it's very important for me to earn money outside of my job. Growing up, I thought it was my parent I need to be independent from. And later, I thought it was my husband I need to be independent from, be able to provide for myself. And I rely on, and I get married because I need a provider. But get married because I want to, because I love my partner. And now it's my employer that I wanted to be independent from. So I think the list is long. But yeah, and it takes work. So, but yeah, be able to have a business and earn income outside of my job while I have full-time job and manage my house is not an easy task. And I don't expect that to be easy, but I think, well, I don't know, it's good. So it's like 1 in the morning right now, so I might have problem waking up in the morning to start working on getting kids ready. Kids start showering at 5 in the morning, so that means I need to wake up before 5 in the morning to shower before them and start waking them up to shower, and I'm still up until 1 in the morning. But I like to work on this video. So today I have that idea, but I have been pondering it for a while now. And before I create this video, I create videos about the stocks. I create the first one and I edited a part of it to cut something sensitive out of it. But then I created 3 videos, and this was related as well, and that's 1 month worth of content plus this one that I'm working on right now, and that's 1 month easily of second week of content that I created. But yeah, thank you.